In another development, the Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, has directed a comprehensive and urgent investigation into the report of ill treatment of inmates at Afokang Custodial Center in Calabar, Cross River State. The minister's reaction follows a Facebook video alleging that inmates at the Custodial Center are being subjected to inhumane treatment, including being served poorly cooked beans as breakfast. Mr. Tunji-Ojo, in a statement by his special assistant on media and publicity, Babatunde Alao, sees the incident as a serious breach of the standards of care and dignity to which inmates are entitled. He wants that any lapses in the quality of food, sanitation, and welfare of inmates will not be tolerated, adding that the service must ensure inmates are treated with dignity and respect they deserve, and anyone found culpable will be held accountable. And we have joining us on the news for this development to talk to us more about what they are doing is the Assistant Controller of Corrections, Nigeria Correctional Service, Abubakar Umaru. It's good to have you join us on the news.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
A pretty disturbing video when you see what is being served as breakfast in the Custodial Center there. I want to ask, as the federal government has ordered a probe into this report of inhumane treatment of inmates, what's your immediate reaction, first off, to this report and now the investigation?
Thank you. It is a fact that in the year 2019, the Nigeria Correctional Service Act changed its name from what is known as Nigeria Prison Service to Nigeria Correctional Service. And it is, the reason is not far-fetched, is to bring reforms and transformation to be in tune with the current approach acceptable globally. And the trending video, which is alleged to come from one of our custodial centers, is not a true representation of the mandate of Nigeria Correctional Service. The fact remains that it is an allegation, and the Honorable Minister of Interior has given a directive that investigation should be carried out to find out the true picture of it, and if anybody is found culpable, he has a lot of questions to answer. Don't forget, this is just one of the side misgivings of the effort of Nigeria Correctional Service in ensuring that the mandate of the current administration of our dear President Ahmed Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that reformation and rehabilitation of inmates has actually been achieved, because the coming of this Honorable Minister, he has given direct order under his administration that all agencies must have effective and innovative approach to achieving their mandate. And this will not be an exception. Investigation will be carried out, and those who are found culpable will have a lot to answer, because the government is doing so much to ensure that the welfare of inmates and their staff here are well cared for.
I hear you, but is this the first time you're seeing a video like this?
Well, to be candid with you, this is the first time I'm seeing such a video. Because one thing that stands very clear, we have a responsibility as an agency that is saddled with the responsibility of not only care in feeding those who are in conflict with the law that are in our custody, but also the care of their medical and other needs in our custody. And it is a fact that the present Controller General of Nigeria Correctional Service, Ali Baba, have done so much in ensuring that reformation and rehabilitation of inmates has become a cardinal point in his administration. And that is why today we have a lot of inmates who are doing so well in our custody. Because there is what we call dynamic security. Dynamic security is a management concern from those who are in conflict with the law under our custody, and those saddled with the responsibility of ensuring their reformation and rehabilitation. And that is why today we have a lot of stories to tell about reformation models in our custodial centers. We have so many of our inmates who today are running their various degree programs because of the serene environment. Yes.
Mr. Umar, this is not the first time I would be, at some points, I've had the opportunity to be within the walls and to hear some inmates talk about how poor their food is. I know that the government has ordered an investigation, so it's pretty baffling that you say this is the first time you'll be hearing of such allegations. But can you tell us how much really is the budgetary allocation for inmates? And does it depend on the state?
Well, in the past, before August, the budgetary allocation for inmate feeding per day is 750 naira. But government had just recently...
Per day or for a meal?
Per day. But the government has recently increased their feeding allowance with 50% from August. And this is just the first step of the increment of inmate feeding.
And you think 750 naira is enough for an inmate?
That is not to say that the government is not doing something about it, because, of course, in our last budget presentation, we have made an appeal to the government that the current reality of skyrocketing food in the market cannot actually go with the current feeding allowance of inmates, and that is why government, in its wisdom, has increased the inmate feeding by 50%, and this is just the first piece. Why government is looking for the increment of the feeding of our inmates, but currently it's 1,125.
Assistant Controller of Corrections, Nigeria Correctional Service, Abubakar Umar, thank you so much for giving clarifications to that video.
Thank you very much.